Buongiorno everyone, welcome to today's stream. I am the Naki001, welcome. Hopefully everyone is having an enjoyable one wherever you may be. Today we're jumping back into our adventure of Final Fantasy 16. Hopefully everyone is enjoying it. Sink their teeth into all the content available and all on YouTube and all of the everything we've done so far in the playthrough. So thank you as always for the continued support. For everyone that is hitting that follow button on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. It is much appreciated. So thank you for everyone that's commenting and liking the videos on YouTube. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can keep providing you with the entertainment and which you are looking for. But let's get cracking with some in-game action. We're jumping straight into the story again. I think we just did a few things from mid, and then we'll have to go talk to Gav because he's got information on Torgal. I think he's a bit excited about, so we'll see what that is. We've did all the side quests that we can do at the minute. So all we can do is basically plow on with the main story and see what awaits us. I've heard this one.
Ivan's newest dish
Is a masterpiece. Torgal.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
What theory?
Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf.
Okay.
An animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Oh.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Oh, it's Torgal.
The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound.
Okay.
One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
When she was in trouble?
Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
Yep.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
That sounds weird. Mid.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here.
Okay.
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
I shan't be a moment. Sometime later. Okay, so what can you make down here? Isn't it brilliant?
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Okay.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
Okay.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return.
Thank you.
Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Okay.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away.
Boom. No, none. Just checking to make sure we're not missing anything. Nope.
Let's take a tour of her dungeon.
See our children.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Yep, you rest up. Make sure there's no other hunts. Nope. Okay.
Finally got Mid out of your hair, have you? Enjoy the quiet. Doubt it'll last long.
Right, Vivian.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
We, have a guest.
What?
A guest?
Why'd you say it like that for? A bit weird. Oh, this is his uncle.
Trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
He's a character. Think you're my only uncle, or? Meanwhile, Twinside, the Holy Empire of Samburg, seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
She knows something that we don't.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
That's her doing.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Why you smell the flower for?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Your Bahamut, burn him. What's he gonna do?
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Weird.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Just making sure there's nothing else. Nope.
The Litlands have been up to their old tricks. It's just one thing after another around here. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
What are you doing?
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
Okay.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Okay.
Gladly. You there?
Gov.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Oh, I love Gov.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Which is?
Come here and I'll show you.
Okay. I think I might have Black Lander.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next.
Okay.
And in the Ein Herja, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? to load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Time waits for no man, no. Make ready.
Here for another of my lectures.
Ask about mid.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Med crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
And said she leave amid being mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. Though I soon wished I hadn't, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study? I wondered. To be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort.
Still.
Our time together was not merely disagreeable, at least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in your base of operations, just as once she did in mine.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses, Protector of Port Isidore, and your uncle no less,
I heard tell,
was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous said the outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumours. He will make a valuable ally and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful.
Why?
Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand story here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
Your nemesis awaits, Clive. You have merely to cross a burning desert, then worm your way into the bowels of an enemy fortress. Best of luck. And how may I assist you today? I have the details here. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Mid's finished outfitting a little workshop right here, with a little help from... of course.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil.
Okay.
Some call
Rosina
her
Dalamil.
the Desert Hare.
Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn.
Dalamil.
You heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us. I heard they call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Sid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused, especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
Yep.
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gil to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend all at once, all right?
I've never seen a crate full of gil before, let alone two. Your uncle certainly knows how to make an entrance.
I heard they call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
Any hunts? Nope. I'll go talk to Jill.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
You get it done.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Come, let us away to adventure. Yeah, it is gonna be.